dumb.
Well, I think your recommendation's dumb.
Hi, I'm Erica Bird, and you're watching Dice Squad with
Ken Hodgkinson.
and we're telling you this is the place to come to get all your latest game reviews and fun for getting your game on.
Avast ye landlubbers! It be time for ye Dice Squad! I be ye Marshall Dice, also known as Adam Campbell.
General Dice, Todd Evangelista.
And I'm going to stop talking like a pirate, 'cause that's way too hard. But this is Dice Squad, the only show where we take to the seven seas in search of treasure, adventure, fame, glory, and doubloons.
And doubloons. The doubloons are the most important part, yes, because the doubloons allow you to do a lot of things.
Because what are we talking about today there, General?
This game is called Black Fleet, and it was developed by two guys with hard-to-pronounce names.
Or, better known, Space Cowboys.
Sebastian Bleasdale and Dennis Ziller. So we've mangled those names enough, and now we'll talk about how to play the game.
Black Fleet.
Black Fleet. It's, as you can see, a very big board. First setup. You have goods. There are red goods, which is, I think, molasses. I'm not sure. No, it can't be. Green is sugar. Blue is tools. Purple is tobacco, and yellow is corn, and red is what you will. I'm not sure.
Can't get enough molasses.
It could be. Who knows? In any case, it's barrels of something. And you are using your... Everybody has a merchant ship and a pirate ship. Use your merchant ships to take goods from one port to another port. Those ports will pay money for those goods. If the port is close to something, they don't want those goods. They can get them easier over land, so you don't go there.
That is
so
correct.
if you got tools here, you can't deliver tools there. You got to deliver tools there, or if you want the big money all the way across the board.
But, General, in the age of when ships bearing goods on the seven seas, there is one enemy above all amongst the traders, and they are
Giant squids.
the pirates.
Oh, the pirates. Yes, the pirates are probably more prevalent than giant squids. Yes, everybody will have a pirate ship, but that's going to come later. But you deliver the goods, you get the doubloons, you take these cards, which are your powers. You activate your powers. This one costs 5 doubloons, 8 doubloons, 11 doubloons, 14 doubloons. Then your end game. I have a 20 doubloon cost for my end game.
I have 10.
And that's what they say. If one person is more experienced, give them the more expensive end game card, so that the less experienced players have a better chance to win and participate against the experienced players. And since it's first time you're playing,
right.
Director Dice, that's first time you're playing. Thank you for being off camera. Please do not say anything. And then...
I'm going to say this is the first. We actually have Director Dice in the chair going to play with us.
Yes, and he will play the white player. What you do to figure out who is first player, you pass out 4 cards. You got black, which is the starting player. If I trigger endgame, you will not get another turn. If you trigger endgame, we all get another turn, and you will, finish it off. If Director Dice triggers endgame, that's it. Game over. If 2 or more people trigger endgame, whoever triggers endgame is the winner. But if 2 or more players trigger endgame in the same turn, then it comes down to doubloons left over.
Ooh, and those aren't just cardboard cutout doubloons, General.
Well, no, they are metal doubloons, and the silver ones are worth 1 point, and the gold ones are worth 5 points. So we'll be making change the whole game. You also get 2 movement cards. The movement cards have 4 parts on them. It has, you can move the naval vessel, either yellow or purple, and the naval vessels are there to attack the pirate ships, and protect the merchant vessels. You can move your pirate ship. Now, if your pirate ship has been destroyed or it's your first turn, you may start on one of the arrows at 3 of the corners of the board to enter onto the island areas. When you move, you just count the triangles or
Spaces.
rhombuses, whatever they are, and you move that many spaces. So in this case, I could move the yellow ship too. Then I could, but you can move in any order. The last one, the last two are the pirate ship and your merchant vessel, and the bottom part is at the end of your turn. It tells you how many fortune cards, which are the blue. You start with 1 card, and you may. This card would allow me to draw 2. Some of the cards are much better on the movement, but they make you discard a fortune card. If you have no fortune cards to discard, then it doesn't cost you anything. Some of them give you nothing at the bottom. That's fine too. During your turn, you can play as many of these fortune cards as you want. So this is Lucky Wind. I can move an opponent's ships this way or that way for two spaces, up to 2 spaces. So I could move you 1 if I wanted, but that would be a waste of a card. In any case,
Well, let's go through a few.
First of all, you picked blue.
Yes.
And so then I picked yellow, and Director Dice picked red.
Yes.
That's your starting port. That's where you start. You're trying to make it to another port. Once you get into the port, you take out all the goods which are in your ship and
You get
drop
paid.
them off. You get paid, and you fill immediately with whatever they're supplying.
Okay.
And there's probably other stuff I forgot. Anyways, let's play.
Okie dokie.
You start us, and as we go, we'll explain.
All right. Well, first things first. So, of my chip cards.
That's one more thing. You get 1 action. So attacking is an action, and when you attack, you don't roll dice or anything. You just do it. If a merchant ship is adjacent to a pirate ship, boom, it's gone. It loses all goods that it has in its hold. If the pirate ship is adjacent to the merchant ship, you can't attack your own ship. But if the
I was going to say, wait a minute.
There you go. And it would take that, and you get paid 2 doubloons for doing that, and you get paid 2 doubloons for sinking a pirate.
Seems like you get paid for a lot in this game.
The pirate, however, wants to bury the goods in the secret holds here. So if you go here and you buried a good, it would be 4 points, 4 doubloons. But remember, you can't attack and bury in the same turn because you only get 1 turn.
Gotcha.
All right, go ahead. Go
All
for
right.
it.
So, General, I'm going to play this card. So I
right.
get 3 actions here. I get to move the Navy vessel 2 spaces, so I will go.
And you can do it in any order.
Well, I know you're going to bring your ship in.
Okay, so.
So I'm going to go
I
1,
might not bring it over there.
2. It's going to be a little sneaky there. My pirate ship, bringing into port. It's going to move 3, so I'm going to
You
go.
don't have to go there. You could go there or there, whichever.
I'm going to go here.
Okay, go.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
And my merchant ship,
there you go.
the SS Marshall Dice, is going to go 1, 2, 3. Right past the giant squid.
Okay, blocking that area. Now you can move through friendly ships. So this guy was friendly to you on this turn, but not this guy.
Yes.
And you cannot stop on the same space as another ship.
And
And
I'll also play a fortune card. If my pirate doesn't move more than 1 space, I gain 3 doubloons.
why would you do that? You moved 3 spaces.
Right, move more than.
If your pirate doesn't move more than 1.
Ah!
So hold that for next time.
Hold that for next time. My bad there, folks.
Okay, so now this card is the one you did. So put that in the discard
Discard,
pile. Replace
and I draw
it.
2, right?
No, 1. 1 movement card to replace the movement card.
All right.
But at the bottom it says you get 2 fortune cards.
Ah.
So those might be more useful than the one you had.
That is very true.
And I would like some fortune cards as well, so I'm going to move the yellow 2 towards you, and I'm going to bring my guy out over here, 1, 2, 3, and go attack Director Dice over there. And then I'm going to do, I got 3, so I got 1, 2, 3. All right, and I got the Lucky Wind. So move any one ship, merchant or pirate, belonging to an opponent up to 2 spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and move you 1. That gets you destroyed.
What?
And that gets me 2 doubloons.
What?
Hooray! I throw away my
I call shenanigans on that one,
I
General.
moved you 2 spaces. That's what it said. And then I pull 2 lucky cards here. Two fortune cards.
All right.
All right. Now, at the end of my turn, I got 2 doubloons.
Yes.
But I don't have enough to turn over one of my upgrade cards, which gives me special powers. It's
you
not
can talk
just,
about these powers.
Well, yeah. Well, if I get 5, you're not supposed to know this, but I can tell the audience.
All right.
When your pirate attacks a merchant, I gain 4 doubloons instead of 2.
Ooh.
So that will help me gain money, money, money. And that's what I want. So I will wait. Now, what happened to your good here? Your good got stolen. All right.
All right, Director
So
Dice, it'll be
Director
your
Dice
turn.
Is up. Director Dice is up. Let's see. All righty.
And we're going to cut that out in editing.
All right. Go ahead. So play a brown card and maybe your blue card if you want.
Okay, nice job there, General. Or, I'm sorry, Director.
I'm going to take it.
I'm not used to having Director Dice here on the show.
I'm going to take it as a compliment, though. I get so few of them. So you move.
You move your purple one, too.
So you're going to move your purple 2, and he wants to go after pirates. So you want to move it towards me probably, and then you
move your pirate ship. You can pick any one of these ports to come out of.
Well, yeah, straits or whatever they're called. So you got this corner, that corner, or that corner. All right. So here, and you got to move it 5. Which way you want to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then
right.
your merchant ship.
Which is here.
White.
And he's got red goods, so generally you want to go to that one because it gets you 3 per good instead of 2. But maybe hug the.
So I get 2 to 5?
Yes.
Yeah, 5.
That's the pirate ship.
That's
Yes.
my pirate ship. Yeah, I'm looking to attack you.
Who is it?
That's the naval.
Navy fleet.
The Navy attacks the pirates, and the pirates attack the merchants, and the merchants just try and make some money.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
In the process, they say you sink the boat.
You could probably go one more if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get one more out of it,
And you want to play your fortune card?
and
Do I look at it?
you can look at the other one is the blue is the fortune. Maybe it's like Marshall's doesn't do you any good though.
It says Lucky Wind. Move any one ship, merchant or pirate, belonging to an opponent up to 2 spaces. You can't take any action of
Yeah.
any kind during this move.
Oh,
So
God.
I can't
Oh.
somewhere. I can't
You know what? I think I cheated. So you can't take any action during this turn. So you got here. So I'll just.
Ha ha!
Yeah, because the action attacking is an action. So I can't set you up.
Okay.
What I should have done, Marshall Dice, is I should have moved you 2 and then moved this guy 2 and then attacked you.
Got it.
So
So
leave it on.
I can blow you.
Yep.
1, 2.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, so this one gets discarded. Boom, it's out of play. Now, see, your card was so good, you don't get any blue cards, but you do get, that's a discard, and he gets 1 to replace it. All righty, you're up there,
All righty.
Black Fleet.
The Black Fleet, I will take that one.
Okay,
I will move my naval fleet 2 away.
all right,
I will block Director Dice there.
okay.
Or
I'm General Dice, but okay.
General Dice. Sorry
You
there,
probably
General.
are blocking Director Dice, too.
I'll move my pirate ship. Ooh. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And I move my merchant ship. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, you're making your way.
I am making my
All
way.
right, so this gets discarded.
That is
or
correct.
Is this the one? Which one you play?
Oh, I played this one.
So replenish that, and that was 2 blues.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, is there a hand-sized number of fortune cards you can have, General?
Probably. I'm not going to look it up, though.
All
I
right.
trust you. You just keep as many as you want.
All right.
I don't think there is a hand limit for blues, and you cannot have more than 2 browns. So.
Got it. You're up, General.
Alrighty, so I am looking at these. Ooh, that's a pretty good one, and I need it. But I got to pick a yellow one, so I'm going to pick this one because now I can move through the yellow. And I got 4 from a merchant vessel, and I'm going to go with a trade wind, which is going to give me 6.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 of those. And okay, I could have played that, but I think I'll save it, and I won't look at that anymore because it's not my card. But I can move 2, and this time I blow you out of the water.
No!
And that's where I get my 2 doubloons. And now I got to move my pirate ship 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move it here because it's connected.
Rats.
Yeah.
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Yes. All right. And let's call it there. That's how you do it.
All right. And generally that we would keep going around and around until eventually one of us would get the almighty special endgame card.
Right.
Triggering endgame.
So, and then, okay, so just to give people a kind of a idea of what the special cards are, this is the low one. I gain 4 doubloons when I sink instead of 2. The 8, when you deliver goods, gain 2 doubloons for every missing good. If your merchant is sunk, gain 6 doubloons. That's called insurance, folks. That's a good one.
Like a good neighbor,
Yep.
Black Fleet is there.
And mobile forces, your Navy ship and pirate ship can attack from 1 space farther away. It says further, but that's incorrect grammatically. Norway, back me up on that. Further away, this space can be an island space, but continents are not spaces. So for instance, if my pirate ship were here and the white ship were there, I could attack it because it'd be 2 spaces away instead of 1. It doesn't have to be adjacent. Then, lastly, your Navy ship may attack merchants. This earns 3 doubloons and removes a good from the attacked merchant. This counts as an action. So it's letter of Marque or Mark. I'm not sure, and I don't know why the Navy just turns on you. But yeah, you can. I would control the Navy, and they would attack merchant vessels as well. How about yours? What do you got?
Well, I was reading the same as yours. I think ours is the same.
No.
Oh, they're not?
No, that's the key to the game is that you get different powers than I get.
Oh.
So that every time the game is going to be different.
Interest. Oh, okay. Now I get it because I get bounty notice, delivery bonus, navigation charts, and master chart. See, I thought I was following you, and I was like,
See, and this is when your Navy ship sinks a pirate ship, you gain 4 doubloons instead of 2. So it is like mine, but it is different. So that means this guy sinking a pirate will get you 4 instead of 2.
Interesting.
Mine was pirate ship getting a merchant would be 4 instead of 2. Delivery bonus. When you deliver 3 goods, you gain 4 extra doubloons. So if you can get a full ship over there, it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to get a little extra. And navigation charts, each turn one of your ships may move onto island spaces as if they were sea spaces, but it can't end on an island. Yeah. All right. That's pretty good.
And then Master Trader, your merchant may attack other merchants. Remove a good from the attacked merchant. This action earns you 3 doubloons.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Gotcha.
So so each time, so eventually, we're going to be a little different in our fleets and what we can do, and that's why when you play enough, you want to use the 20 for everybody, because then the game is a little longer, and you get to use all 4 of your powers. If you turn over, I turn over the 14, and next turn I'm going to end it. You won't get to use it that much. But if it's a 20, you oh my gosh, I'm going to have to earn 10 more to end this game. So you would have to play a little bit longer and get to use your powers for the game. So there you have it.
That is Black Fleet by Space Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
So, General, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, how would you rate this game?
Well, first let's do a little bit of a review. First of all, production quality on this game is excellent.
Top notch.
Yeah, the goods, well, you cannot make the good, why doesn't this look like a tool? Because it has to fit in the boat. You have to have a cube. And supposedly it's a crate.
Ah.
And if you have 3 cubes, it fits in the merchant vessel. There's even a spot, like we said, the Navy vessel can start stealing stuff too. So it has a spot for a good. And of course, I don't think I mentioned it in the rules, but once your pirate ship has a good in it, it cannot attack until it gets rid of that good.
That's not good.
So you have just 1 there, and you have a big cannon on the front too. And also it's a six-fold map, which is excellent.
I think the other thing that's really nice is they also up the ante where you get doubloons.
Yeah, and the metal doubloons, that's very nice quality there.
The only critique I see though is that you could use a few more, because if you're playing with a lot of people, you definitely use a bigger pile of doubloons.
Yeah, and I would have rather had them all be gold instead of some silver and some gold, because then each one could be worth 1. You wouldn't have to make change all the time. It works all right though, and also they could be bigger. So if you've got coins at home from specialty purchases, that would make it. That's one way you can bling out the game. The rules are a little iffy here and there. For instance, I look it up almost every time, and it's not in the book. And I don't have internet, so I can't look it up on the internet. But is this a spot or not? It doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be a sea space, so I've been saying it's not a spot. And the pirate ships move so slowly to try and catch things. It's really difficult for them to make any money. And as soon as they get a good in their hold, they are such a target. Because you don't want somebody to bury a good for 6 doubloons or something.
Nah, that'd be a game changer.
Yeah, so I don't know. Some of the rules could be a little tighter. And player count 3 or 4. Yeah, that's right. So how often have I played it? Not much, because I need 3 or 4. Usually I have 2 or 5 players, and but if we ever get Mike and James down here, we can I think they would like this, because it's very confrontational. You're blowing people out of the water. It's really nice. But in any case, for my rating, are we going with 10 is high? Because I usually have 10 as high, but I don't think this game is a 10.
Well, okay.
But
as I've said since episode 1, so long ago.
Oh, okay.
10 being the best, 1 being the worst. How would you rate this game?
Okay. I was going to do a 10 as the best, but all right. Let's do, I would say 7.5, but I could, for family game, yeah, an 8. But I'm going to say 7.5.
Well, when you first showed me this game, the rules seemed a little bit. I was a little bit skeptical on the rules a little bit.
You need to have a little bit older for the family.
But now that I've actually played it, and it seems very simplistic.
Yeah, it's one of those games that it's easier to play than it is to teach.
I'd have to give this a 6. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, if it had a better player count, I would certainly go 8 or 9 because I like the look of it. I like everything about it, the artwork, but just the rules are a little wonky on occasion and not well explained. But yeah, I like it. 7.5 for me. Would you say 6?
It's a 6.
Yeah, 6. So about what you rated aggravation or something. Anyway, so I like it better than classic games. You know what it's time for now? Our new segment, recommendations.
Oh, how could I forget recommendations?
Forget every time. It's almost like a running gag. So, I will start.
All
I
right.
am going to recommend Buster Keaton's film, The Navigator, because we're dealing with the sea. And if you like The Navigator, you might not even want to start with that one. It might be easier to start with, say, Sherlock Jr. or The General, something along those lines. And his movies are considered masterpieces, the silent ones. The talkies had too much interference from the studios and just didn't make use of his amazing ability for slapstick and physical stuff. You see him standing there and that building falls right on him. He could have easily died, but they measured it. He hit his mark and he didn't die. There you go. All right, so how about your recommendation?
Well, in the spirit of pirates,
Uh-huh.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Which one? The
first-
Ride?
The Ride, yes.
The Ride.
The Ride. Because it was the ride first and then the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever... I don't know if I was ever on that ride. When I went to Disney World...
You went to Disney World, General?
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, we went to Disney World.
Was
my-
Walt Disney still there?
I think he had just died. I'm not sure.
Or was he there?
No, he died in the 60s, didn't he? He didn't see Disney World. He didn't see Disney World opened. So we went in the 70s. But see, at that time, you had to buy tickets. And so they it's a real e-ticket ride was a saying because that was the real expensive ones. But my dad would only buy the cheapest books of tickets. So my brother got to ride on the Dumbos with my mom, but I did not. I said, well, I want to ride on the Dumbos. No, you have to ride on the merry-go-round. And so that was my experience of Disney World.
Poor General Dice.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Mickey Mouse got to.
But it's only been 40 years that
And I'm
I've
pretty sure your
remembered
brother
that.
got to meet Mickey Mouse, and you had
No,
to
we
meet.
never met anybody.
You had to meet Pluto.
Nope, didn't meet anybody. Nothing.
Well, anyway, we have to take to the high seas. We have a convention coming up real soon, so we must get on out of here, sail across to new horizons there, General.
Yep, we got a sail from Cleveland to Columbus.
But from all of us at Dice Squad, this is Marshall Dice, also known as Adam Campbell,
General Dice, Todd Evangelista,
saying, "Arr."
or sail the heavens.
Okay?
You want to start again?
Well, if you want to.